Alright, so let's talk about steering. So if you're sailing in a wide open space in the ocean, then you're probably steering a course because you're trying to get somewhere. But if you're a lake sailor and you're just out sailing, then steering course maybe isn't so important. And so, there's two ways of steering. One is steer to the course, so maintain the same course and then reset your sails, if the wind changes or something. You reset your sails to maintain that course. And then the other way is to set your sails and then just steer to any of the wind changes. And so if you watch my videos, you know that that's mostly what I do. And right now, I'm steering all over the place because the wind is trying to figure out what it wants to do. And I knew that right about noon, there was supposed to be a wind direction change, and so it's 12:10. And so this is kind of typical in the mountains. The winds just kind of reconsolidate, and a lot of times you get like a real heavy stillness, and then all of a sudden, the winds start blowing really hard from another direction. So, for the last like 20 minutes, the winds have actually kind of been swirling around, and I am trying to stay on a port tack beam reach. And so, as you can see, I'm steering all over the place. I can actually see there's some wind behind me, but I don't know which way. So yeah, the wind is supposed to shift to coming from the south, and straight ahead of me is south. So right now it looks like it's coming from the east. And I'm watching the wind vane real close. And the other thing is, the canyons and the mountains and everything else, they also affect the wind. So, it's kind of a crapshoot. You can come around a big rock or, some valley that's in front of you, and then all of a sudden the wind shifts. So let's see if I can get back on this beam reach. Wow. So that was a significant shift right there. So now we got a straight south wind from the south. All right, which is perfect because that's really where I was going to go. So yeah, again, there's two ways to steer. One is pick a course, set the sails, adjust the sails to maintain that course, and the other one is to just set the sails and then steer to how the sails are set. So the only time I don't do that is if I'm using my autopilot. So because the autopilot maintains the course, so when I'm using my autopilot, I have to kind of keep an eye on the sails and then adjust them as the winds change. Whereas normally when the winds change, I change my course. But anyway, alright, so we'll see what happens when I go behind this rock over here. And the wind's probably going to change direction again.